Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Tight ends on Lucy. Tight ends on Lucy.
On first down, Thomas. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. On second down now, it's Thomas. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Thomas. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are we going to get to the quarterback?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Hey, echo.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Blue there. Blue there.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And Jennings has it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. And running room scarce here. He's got to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. No score. After one on EA Sports.
Mike, 55. Hey, eat. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Shoot. Slam.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Complete to Hilton. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, high 7.
57. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Be grip.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find Switzer. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
57 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 57 to Mike.
Zoom.
I'm here all day. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Go.
Get it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. Army. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. All day.
Hey, orbit.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, watch the screen.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the screen. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Let's hit it.
2nd and 3. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And a Raven first down.
180! 98 to Mike. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 198.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check three, check three, check three.
Quick throw here to Hilton. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
55. All day, dog. Shit, shit, shit.
Here's Breida. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. SOS. Check out.
They run with Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 4, check 4.
To the air, Allen. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
It's a party now.
They're going to try and throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got it. Whip.
Now it's Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Check.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. This is Breida. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give to Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Watch out. Motion. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Alert!
You got time right there. Bang!
Any weapons?
Bang! Hatch it. Pick the edge. Come. 198. Watch 98. 98's
152.
Slam. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. He's checking.
Middle.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First down.
19.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, check, check. Alert. Check, check, check. No, no, no. Off.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, now Breida loses it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Check it back. Check it back.
Ready?
Here's Grant. Shreds the tackle. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third down, Thomas. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Mike 57. Smooth.
Man up, D. Man up, D.
57. Mike 57. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Johnson's got it complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Let's go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Right back to him on first down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the gun, a run for Hill. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On the handoff, this is Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, Hill. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
6-6, pull it high.
Allen off the play fake. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Check 37. Check 37.
They run again with Breida. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Middle. Buzz.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Hey, Delta. 98 to Mike. All day, baby. Let's go.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! 198. Watch 98 to Mike. Here we go, dude. 56. Hey, tight. Check 20. On the ball. Here we go.
Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This to almost certainly win the football game. Got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Ready, break. Here we go. Go, go. Watch what? Thanks. Mike what? He's tired of you. He's tired of us. So Mike's number one, Mike's number two.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Ravens, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I replace those.